welcome to the Nexus. Today we are doing Build the Batmobile because we've received our second pack, so let's get started. So here we are, ready to do pack 2. We get issues 3, 4 and 5. Kev's going to do 2, I'm going to do 1. So I'm going to hand over to Kev now, okay?
Okay, so we are doing issue 3 in this one. And it looks like we're building like the main sort of, I don't know, the middle bit between the two driver's position. It's the beacon area, I think that's what it's called. Let's just have a little look. The roll bar is what it's actually called, complete with beacon and emergency turn. So these are the parts that we've got, so I'm going to open it up and let's get building. Okay, what I have noticed is that this is plastic, but this section is die cast and it's really nice. And we've got the emergency bat turn lever there as well, which is nice. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab these just here. And we need our spur cutters for this. And we're just going to cut these like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We've also got these silver parts. So what I'm actually going to do is I've not actually. We're going to push these through the holes like that. I'm going to cut these off as well. Actually, let's take them out and cut them first. It might help. These need to be a little bit round as well. So if there are any other bits, just come off this. Like that. Okay, so we need to grab this section of our roll bar and then turn it up so it's like this. And we're going to put the little lights through here. Like so. And then these are going to sit like that. So we have another one. And they are going to sit sort of just in here, well, as we can, if we can. And then we're going to attach this. We're going to use ACM screws to attach this. So this is going to go across there once we've got the 4 in there. They're easy to do, just put them in the little covers, like so. And we're just going to place them like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them and take a look. Okay, so we've done that, and that's what it looks like. It's a little bit fiddly, but you can get there in the end. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so now what we've got to do is we're going to be fitting our beacon light. So the first thing we're going to do is stick this into these two holes here. So you've got two holes at the top here, so we're just going to push this in like so, and we're going to stick our red lens all the way up like that. We've then got our silver section here. We're going to need our light as well, so grab that out, untangle it, making sure you're gentle with it. Okay, so with this we're just going to push it into the hole, the red beacon here. I'm going to use my just to push it up a little bit more, so it's a bit more in there, and then we're going to bend this so this goes out like so, and then this is going to fit in the bottom here like this, and then we've got this cap here which is going to fit over the top like so. Like that, making sure that the raised section is facing upwards like that. And we're going to use AM screws to attach that, so let me get them out. It's all just fallen out. Okay, so once again we're going to stick that in, then our light, making sure the wire is to the back, to the further back section here, and then we're going to stick that in like that, and we're just going to pop in a screw. Need to get more prepared. Let's put that away for a second. Let's put this in there, this in there, and then this. There was me thinking this was going to be fairly straightforward. Nothing ever is straightforward. Okay, hang on. Let me get a smaller screwdriver because I think that's the problem here. Yes. It's all about just lining everything up. There we go. There's one. Now I can swap. Over. I'll go ahead and screw those two in now. Okay, so we got there in the end. There it is there. So what we're doing is we're making sure that the wire goes to the bigger end that way. That's all you've got to make sure. Make sure you screw it down fully, as tight as you can get it, just in there. And it's looking really good. So now what we're going to be doing, put that aside, we're going to be doing our emergency stop lever. So what we're going to need is our cone section and this section just here with like the ball joint on top. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the bigger end, we're just going to drop that through so it just comes all the way through, so it's like that. Then we're going to take this and we're going to drop it all the way through just by pushing it, so it looks something like that. Then we're going to take our handle and we're going to put the handle into the center bit just here. We're just going to push it in like so, and that is our emergency handle done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put these on. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to install these. So once again, they sit like that. So the beacon end here is towards the bigger section at the back, so you can sort of see how it sort of widens at the back here. So we're going to do that. We're going to use NP screws. These are the tiny ones, so I do need another screwdriver, one with a smaller grip, because these NP screws are absolutely tiny. They are very small. Okay, so we're going to stick one there. And we're going to screw it in from underneath. If we can actually get it in. I think I might actually put it through the hole first. Like so. And then just screw it through. Like so. Like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other one now. Okay, so they're both on. Like that, they went in okay. It's looking good at the minute. So now we've got the these beacon lights, and they're just literally going to be pushed on. So there's one. And there's the other one. And like I said, they just get pushed on. Like that. It's looking at the business. So, last bit now is, I'm just going to turn this over, so just so we know. Okay, the next bit is this section just here. So, on this side, you can see where they want you to place the wire. So we're going to put the wire through this bit first, like so. Don't worry about this turning. We can sort that as and when we put it down. Now I don't know how you're going to get it into that section there. So what they want you to do is not to trap the wire. I'm just going to move it so it's away from that screw hole there and away from here. So that way, like that. And then we're going to go along and put AM screws in the screw holes. So one there, two there, sorry, one there and one at the front. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so at the end of issue or stage 3, that is where we are. And it's looking good. I'm liking this. It's looking very, very good. I'm just going to, there we go. Got to click that back in. So that's how that looks. That's the underside and that's the top side. And as you can see, it's looking good. So this is the front, I believe. Or is this the front? Just trying to gauge. Oh no, this is the front of the car. So the windshield will sit at the front and the back window bubble will sit at the back here. But that is it for this one. So I'm going to pass over to Kirsty now. She's going to do stage 4.
Right, so thanks Kev. Now I'm going to do issue 4. So let's get it open. Right, so here we are. We're doing the front windshield. Obviously your parts have got left and right on. That one's the right.
It won't come up.
Make it out. And we're going to grab this.
Front windshield.
Yeah.
And hang on. No, the other way.
The other way?
Yeah, that's it.
Like that?
Yep.
Right, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, hang on.
No.
No. Right, this side. It's got to follow
You
that
said...
line. It's got to follow that line. That's it. That's it.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's the right one. And it just pushes into the two lines there, is it?
Yeah.
You got it? There you go.
And that is that side done, as you can see. Right, and now for the left.
There we go.
There we go.
That's done. That's looking good, Kirst.
Yep.
That's the front windshield. The back one is sort of sloped differently, so you know that. Right, so what you want to do with this now is you want to keep it in the box, because it's going to be one of those pieces we're not going to use for, well...
For a little while.
Yeah, for some time, that's
You keep
for sure.
it in there to protect it.
Keep it in that packet as well, so it doesn't get dusty or anything.
That way round.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
So now I'm going to hand over to Kev to do issue 5.
Okay, thank you, Kirsty. I am going to be doing stage 5. Obviously, we're now moving on past the other bits. The bits that we've done already, I don't think we're going to use for quite some time, but now we're starting on the engine. In the magazine, just give it a quick play. Basically, we haven't done the magazines. Basically, you're going through every episode of the original series. So this is stage or issue 5, and we're looking at episode 5, season 1, and then it's just the comic books and stuff like that. Just like that. So we are building. It says you'll now begin working on the Batmobile engine, starting with the gearbox and starter motor. So from now on, for the next couple of issues at least, we're going to be building the engine of the Batmobile, and most of the parts will probably be like this now. So that is what we're going to do. We've got to do some cutting as well. So we do need a ruler and a knife, a crafting knife. So let's carry on. Here we go. Okay, so open up the bag, like so. Pull this out, like so. That's how it's done. Okay, so we've got the sort of bell housing now. So that is going to fit obviously on there. Before we do that, we need to identify these two sections here. So we have one smaller one and one bigger one. So we're going to grab our book. There is one with a bigger hole. So that's the bigger hole one, as you can see. And that one's got the smaller hole. So this is O5D and this is O5C. So the first thing we need to do is to grab O5C. That's the one with the bigger hole. And that one is going to go through just here, like so. And we're going to attach that with FP screws. So these are these ones with the big washers on. So just need 2 of them, like so. So that is going to sit in like that. And then we're just going to screw this into here. There's the first one. So this is the bell housing for the gearbox, like that. And it means that this one will now go through here. And there's no like way it needs to be, and we're using DM screws on this one. So we should have some DM screws, which is here. I need 2 of them. Oh. We just need to screw them up. tight. And this one. Like that. Then we need some CM screws, so we need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. This is going to attach onto here. I'm going to go 1 in there. Like so. 1 down there. Like that. One down there. Like that. And so that's that first part of the gearbox done. So we've done all the screwing up, we've done all of that. We need our crafting knives, we've got the starter motor, our wire, and our 2 clips. I'm just going to grab a ruler. Okay. And we are going to be looking for millimeters here. So I'm just going to show you in the diagram that obviously this isn't to scale because obviously that's far too big. So what we need to do is we need to measure this like so, along like that, and we need to measure 60 millimeters. So that is okay, so 60 millimeters is 6 centimeters, so that's about there. So we need to extend this, put the safety on, hold this down, and then we're going to cut just here. Okay, so I'm going to cut there like that. So I'm just going to measure that up. So 60 millimeters is 6 centimeters. That is that one, and this should be 7. And in fact, it's longer. So they give you a bit to play with. So I've cut that maybe a little bit too short. I've cut it directly for 60 centimeters. I'm going to leave this one slightly longer. Okay, so what we're going to do is that one is H and that one is F. Okay, so what we need to grab, longer of the 2 pieces we need to grab, and we've got these like little connectors here. So we've got a silver one and a black one. So we're going to take the silver one, which looks a little bit like a little key fob. We're going to stick it in to the hole just like that. We're going to grab the bell housing here and we're going to just stick that, I believe, into the hole that's just here. So I'm going to stick that just in there. So that's like that. The next one, we're going to take the shorter one, and I'm hoping that we have enough. I mean, it says we're going to take a little black one and we're going to poke it in the hole that we've just made by cutting all the way up. So it's like that. I'm going to take the starter motor, there's a little hole there, and we're going to put it so it's the wire's going along it, not away. So like that. Now I'm wondering if this is going to sit in here. Now it doesn't tell you to do that, but you can see where the hole is and the guide pin, and this also has like a little guide section there. I've got a funny feeling that is going to sit up like that, and I'm going to actually leave it like that. So I have cut this one. This one is now I think it's sort of 80 centimeters, 90 even. Hang on. Yeah, so that's 90 centimeters now. So actually they give you like a millimeter or centimeter more than what you need. That's interesting. So I don't know if I may have cut this one a little bit too short, because it does say 60. I've cut it at 60 cent, at 6 centimeters, which is 60 millimeters. So I'm wondering if I've cut this a little bit too short. We'll find out in due course, but I don't think the wire is going to go very far. It is the starter motor. That's where I think it goes. So that's why I'm just going to leave it like that. But obviously you can pull it out because we don't screw it in. You just plonk it in, pops in. But anyway, that is stage or issue 5 done. So let's take a look at all of the parts that we've done today. Hello. So yes, so that is it done. Obviously we've done the roll bar or centre beam, as I would like to call it, the front windscreen, that was done by Kirsty, and the start of our engine, which is the gearbox section. So how we're going to do these videos from now on is we're going to still do it by pack, and obviously later on down the line we're going to be getting 6 issues or 6 stages in a pack. So what me and Kirsty have decided to do is we're going to build it together. She's going to introduce each video. I'm going to end it like I'm doing now. And we're going to build 3 issues each, or 3 stages each, so we can get through them together. So we're building it together. I do help Kirsty as well because she's not completely confident yet. Her confidence is getting there. But we're going to build it together. You saw me on the last video helping her out to do the windscreen. What you want to do with the parts, I've got the magazines there. They're going to go outside. What you want to do with the parts is you want to store these and keep this one in the bubble wrap. This, the roll bar, the wheel, and the hood, or the bonnet, or whatever you want to call the front of the car, the hood. We probably won't be using them for some time. We are going to start working on the engine, so we're going to probably need this one out more than the rest because we're going to start building it up. So what normally happens in most vehicle builds, part work builds that you have, is that you normally get 4 of the little taster issues, and then what happens is you get into the nitty gritty. We're building it. Normally you start on the engine, you then build the front axle, and then you start building the sort of the base plate of the car basically, and then you build it from the ground up. That's what normally happens. So once you've finished building, we'll have all 4 wheels on. We'll then probably do the interior before we do the outer body and the other bits. So but yeah, it's really good. I'm really excited for it. The bits are lovely, really nice detail as well, which is really nice. And yeah, it's coming together. There are some tricky bits, but actually the parts and the look, it's absolutely lovely. What we've gotten so far, really pleased with actually what we've got so far. But anyway, that is it from us here at the Nexus. Pack 2 is done. Hope you like it. Make sure you click like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you at the next video, guys. So take it easy. See you later.